télévision de Radio-Canada. Are you going to play a musical tribute to Michael Jackson tonight?
You're going to have to come and see. I can say that we have, the last two performances that we did, one which was in Kansas, which was an amazing thing because, you know, obviously he was in the Wiz and you know, how that associates with Kansas. But we did a celebration then and we did the other one in Milwaukee. You have to come and see what we do. It's not just going to be me, it's going to be us that's going to do the celebration. You, me, all of us together.
Hi Stevie, Mike Gauthier from Musimax and Music Plus. I know you don't want to talk about it. I read the reviews from the Milwaukee newspapers and they talk about the song In the Arms of God. Would you like to talk about this song? The guy wrote that it's a brand new song. It might be a tribute to Michael, or you don't want to talk about it?
Well, I mean, I'll talk about it tonight. Maybe I will. I'll probably do it, but it's not complete. I mean, I wrote the music and melody a long time ago, but then it was on the day that I was kind of checking out the things on television and all the just riff-raff, confusion, make money, news information. That I just thought, you know, well, that at the end of the day, you know, if he wasn't at peace, he's at peace in the arms of God. It's just, you know, it's done. And that's why I think it's so important that, you know, let me preface this by saying, first of all, I think of all of us here in the room as communicators. And so I'm very critical of myself, and I'm critical of you all as well, because I think that we have a lot to do with how a person feels in the morning or in the afternoon or in the evening, and I clearly understand the importance of people getting information, real information, but I think no different than, you know, there was a time when there was a lot of toxicity in rap, when people were, you know, women were called B's and H's and all that. Well, I think that there's, you know, sometimes there can be toxicity, you know, in the media and press too. And no different than music, it's still communication, it's information. So I think that as long as it's information that can give hope to people, it's a good thing. I think that for those people who will probably be writing books and all that, I mean, if they really are committed to making a difference, and why don't they take the proceeds of money that they make from the books, give it away to a foundation, give it to someone to help, excuse me, to help someone along the way. Because at the end of the day, we can make a difference in the world, but it doesn't take just, it's not just the musician, the artist, the songwriter, the rapper, the poet. It's all of us as communicators, the media, the press, all of us, and we have to make a difference. Because you never know what a story makes a person feel like. You never know how something being said over and over and over again creates a kind of pressure. I don't know, you know, Michael or others alike, I don't know what their pressures are or were, but what I can say to you is it's not impossible for someone to be affected by what is being said. And then particularly if what is being said is not even proven as being true. So we as communicators, we have to, with whatever we do, be responsible. I mean, some of this stuff was really crazy. I remember my first time going to Paris, and you know, my teacher, Ted Hall, who was with me, we were with Esther Edwards, Gordy Edwards, who was the sister of Berry Gordy Jr. And she traveled with a camera and la 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 la. And you know, I was just really ridiculous with wanting to have some sodas and and they had to find a restroom, and you know, it was all kind of crazy for that. And I remember my teacher, when we finally got to the hotel, I guess he'd never seen a bidet before, so you know, he showed me the wrong place. I remember once performing, we do these performances, they would say, hey, this is whatever disc jockey from W, whatever the radio station was, and she's really fine, and she's got this beautiful red dress on. So when you go over to her, you just say, hi, this is Stevie, and I love this red dress you got on. So I go and say, oh, this is Stevie, I love your little red dress you got on. How does he know I got a red dress on? I whisper in her ear, it's a gimmick. There was once my teacher Ted Hall, was partially sighted. Clarence Paul, who was my music director, myself, and we would travel, you know, by car sometimes in the South. And I was like maybe, you know, 14 years old. And the thing was always, look, you know, we're going to go from here to, you know, another city. We want to go straight to the city because we don't want to get hung up in one of these small, you know, towns, craziness, you know. And so, you know, they would have the signs on, you know, colors, whites, and all that kind of stuff. And we were traveling, and it was like about a 5-hour drive to the next city. And again, I'd had a soda and another soda. And so, you know, I had to use the restroom along the way. You know, I was wiggling in the back, like, you know, why do you keep wiggling in the back? I said, let me use the bathroom. So Ted, who was white, and Clarence was black, we went to this gas station. So Clarence was going to get gas, and I had to use the restroom, but there was no restroom for the colors to go. And so Ted got out of the car and says, hey, is there a bathroom around here? He says, yes, go right in there, right there. And so Clarence distracted the attendant